Ngulumele, Ndauwe, Kamagu, Togozani. I'm sorry guys, I'm late, but you know how these things start. And let's just shine through the night. Anyway, I will wait for, let's see who's there already, who's already said something there, who's greeted me there already. Okay. How do I go to that live? All right. Okay. Crown. All right. So that is just that. Okay. We'll wait until everyone is here. In the meantime, while we're waiting, well, we'll sing along and see how it goes. And I'm back. I came back today. Arrived today. So I'm not tired for you guys. I just want to get my system back to real normal things, you know, get my people excited that I'm back home now. I'm back. So while we're waiting for you guys to start talking, let's just do the practicing, because remember, I haven't done the practicing for a long time. Tuesday live session. So it's just to keep this going, guys, so that we start talking. Okay. And yes, Mandira. Oh, Fusi, Tokozani Fusi. Why is this not working here? Oh, we can only see people talking there. And Tariro, Tariro. And how is it going there? Tariro and Zim and everyone there. Anyway, so to keep you going, guys, let me just get you going a little bit of my beer as well to get myself going. As I'm practicing here, we're getting something from this. Well, I hope I'm giving you something, isn't it? While we are waiting to open this session, remember we're opening this session a little bit. The early stages start small, so while we're greeting each other, guys, remember this is Tuesdays. Okay, it's not Tuesday, today is Wednesday, but we are trying to catch up for Tuesday's live session. Remember that we are talking openly about spiritual things, about things that we're dealing with spiritually. It is a day, guys. We're healing each other. We're healing each other on this session. But why is this one not opening? Okay, need to restart this one. All right, what's happening there? Okay. Oh my God, you're playing Bira today. Yes, I'm trying. I'm practicing Tariro. I can't wait to be really good. So yes, that is just that. So I'll wait for you guys. Remember that it is Tuesday live session. I'm available. I'm here giving myself to you. In case you have some spiritual matters, you can talk to me about them, and I can see how I can help you. Remember that you're the one running the show. That's what I'm trying to say. You're running the show. Use it wisely. That's what I'm saying. While I'm bending my... Actually, talking about sage, I actually brought imphepo. I want to see how this smells. Let me bring it. I brought imphepo, big one. Let's see how that one smells. I was actually worried that they might not let me in at the airport with my big imphepo. Because I've always wanted to know how it smells. See, I brought the big one. So you guys, I'm gonna end up as like a, what they call it, imphepo something. So I hope I don't get my people excited too quick with this, because this is my first time I'm burning this live on air. So if I do the tricks live on air, you must know it's pepper waking. Anyway, let's see how it goes. I just want to smell it, see what the fuss is all about. Doesn't smell any other way. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it smells how it's supposed to smell. So that is just me there, trying pepper for the first time. Okay, let's see what's happening there. Mina Tobela Kuku, Tobela Mina Crown. Bahule guy. I'm fine, Kirona. Ma vane kalora home ehulugudia monna in my driveway at home. Okay. Huge horns, huge body. Today my mother had her groceries paid by a stranger. Do you think there's a correlation? I do not. I can't say there's a correlation between the dream. What is happening here? Why is it saying downloading update? I can't say there's correlation here between your dream. Remember that with dreams, guys, about cows. Some cows, the ancestors come through as cows. Sometimes it's not ancestors. Sometimes as well, cows can be used as a what they call it, situational, like trying to tell you something about something that is happening with you. Cows. So ancestors' cows, they don't just come and be there and stand there for no reason. There's a reason why your people will show you cows like that. But correlation, I cannot say there's correlation, guys. Sometimes things happen, but they are not actually related to the other. But I cannot say with yours, it means that. Remember that someone cannot be certain about something that happens to you when they are just like this, talking like this. Because remember, I'm not channeling. I can't say there's correlation. I cannot say there's no correlation. You know yourself. Okay, so let's see what it's all about. What's about this cow? Anyway, okay, the correlation. How go? Bengazi ukuthi nidlala on. Well, Crown, I am trying my best with Mbira, right? I'm practicing. I'm practicing, and I'm hoping that in 3 months' time, I should be, as I'm playing, I should be singing as well, because there's no point just playing Mbira and not opening my mouth. But, you know, with my voice as well, I just hope that there will be an ancestor with a good voice just coming through me and channeling through and just use my mouth. You know what I mean? Anyway, Fusi Mutang. You can drink it as well, Gogo. Yes, you can drink it. You can futa. You can do a lot of things. That one, Maluela King. What is Maluela? Actually, I bought 3 different kinds, Fusi, that you're talking about. So which one? What do you mean, Maluela? I brought 3 different ones. My people actually were like asking me, what am I doing with this one? When I was buying it, I want to. So what is Maluela? Are you talking about, you know, when I was buying this, I bought 2 different things, 3 different pepper, right? The gogo that I bought the pepper from, she said to me, one is for the twins. I don't know what it's all about. What she meant by the twin thing. Guys, can you believe I even bought this thing about gobogo? Is that what it's called? I've just bought a lot of things just to see what the fuss is all about, because people keeps on asking me things. So now I just want to practically see what they're talking about. Talking to Fusi. Fusi's got a great thing. I think even Gogo, the Gogo that I bought this from. Anyway, Fusi, let me bring my thing so you can talk to me proper. I like that. Remember that this is about talking to each other, guys. For me, I'm not using these things, so you guys can talk. Okay, so that's what they told me, right? The person selling the thing, whether they wanted to sell it to me, because remember I was not using my ancestors' eyes. So I just wanted to get to understand what the whole thing was all about. She said there are different things. This one as well is imphepo, right? This is what they said. They said one is from the water kind of thing. One you get it somewhere. I don't know. She was saying a lot of things. So I think the one that you're talking about, Fusi, is this one. Oh, it's the same thing. You are right. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Twins, yes, twins. You are right. Fusi is for twins. So I thought I got this one from. Oh, well, at least the Gogo gave it to me for free because I was buying lots of Amabhayi. That is the same one, isn't it, Fusi? That is the twin one. You're right. That's what she said. That's what Gogo said as well. So good that you can share. So anyway, I wanted to see what the fuss was all about. So my husband is a twin. So what does that actually even mean? Anyway, I'm just going to ban it myself, even if I don't have the twins, if that's what it means. Fusi. Anyway, I'm just going to ban it for as to be fashionable. Remember that. Because what else am I using it for? Anyway, because my people, they always say to me when I'm buying things that I actually don't need out of curiosity. When I'm getting it there, they say, "What the hell are you getting this one for? Who's asking you to get that one?" Guys, sometimes curiosity as well kills the cat, but you want to be within as a healer as well. You want to know what people are talking about. Anyway, that's what I bought. But I was nervous as wreck at the airport because I thought they're going to be asking me because it's big. I bought big things like that. Thought, what if these things I'm not supposed to I tried to check if I'm allowed to to travel with these things. But anyway, I thought if the least they can do is arrest me. And if they arrest me, come on, how many months can they give me? Come on, I mean, seriously. Anyway, let's leave that one. Jokes aside. Let's talk serious now. Okay, the one Yamalwen. Okay, that was Fusi. Just cut like home. Hey, Tobela. I used to twitch a lot in my sleep every time I slept at this girl's place. It was so disturbing. The twitching stopped when I stopped seeing her. But recently I invited her over and it started. I wonder why. Remember that the twitching can be never twitch. Sometimes it can be like you're twitching something. The only ever time that I twitched, gosh, I was in a place that I didn't want to be in. I twitched like really twitching, not only like it was not even the eyes, even my side was just twitching, like twitching. I was asking myself, what the hell is happening to me? I was at the place. I mean, that I was just being in a place that I was not meant to be, guys. That's when I felt those things. But I don't know with yours, Faith. Is it? Oh no, sorry. Just cut like you know why you felt like that. Gift Ramkoka Togoza. Tariro, remember that at the beginning, guys, we might drag a little bit as well. I need to get in, right? I need to get in because I'm still, I'm starting, isn't it? I'm easing in. So you need to bear with me. I'm easing in. Okay, Tariro Gogo, since you're talking about using imphepo for the first time, I want to share how I use snuff for the first time. Please do share. I put it in my mouth, inner lips. My grandmother used to do that one. Close my eyes and lay down. And then what happened? I could feel my body and spirit shifting, and I had a dream. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting, Tariro. Remember that there's something, and I told you I was going to be talking about snuff at some stage, because snuff has got some properties in it that, they call it, it's got a key, the key to your mind. There's something within snuff, some of the properties, like some tobacco that they use in the snuff, that is got, the problem is the biology bit of things, guys. I get confused a little bit there. But anyway, I will explain it on its own. I need my people to actually explain this properly for me to share. But all I know is that snuff is got, there's a key within the properties in the snuff, in the tobacco itself from the snuff, that when you have it, whether you're putting it there, I think I told you that sometimes you put it on somewhere else, not only there or there, somewhere else where there is something. Yeah, it gets you there. So that's interesting. Tariro, thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I've never used Nzunza since I've been on this journey. I tried it when I was young, just to play with other children, but nothing happened there for me. But I haven't used it. Anyway, it's interesting. Thanks for sharing. Faith. Crown said Kilabule. You're welcome. Faith Tobela. And Fusi Togozani Gogo Togozani. I see myself in water covered with a white cloth and people playing drums at the back. And the chickens, what it be? In where? Drums at the back, and the chickens, what it be? In the water. Okay, so they are water spirits, drums. Remember that some water spirits, they need their own drumming. So you can always tell that this is different kind of drums. Like if we were talking about, if I was giving an example with my water spirits, the Mandawe, they've got their own drumming. So it will be how do you say it? Sometimes when you're in the water, whatever you're seeing there, whatever that is happening, remember that as well when you're seeing the chicken as well, what they're showing, because it depends on how you get in the water. Because remember that sometimes these water spirits, when we are in that water, they kind of create something that it will be familiar to us. Like you see, like sometimes you're in the water, you'll see roundables. It's like a home away from home, but within the water. So even chicken roams around where it's like domestic, isn't it? So it's like they create that beat for you while you're in there, so that it's like your home, isn't it? So anyway, they've got their own drumming. Some water spirits, like the only ones that I know of that they've got their own drumming is the Mandawe, right? Remember that they've got their own drumming. So Tariro Fenere, I saw teachers from my high school once said I had been focusing on other subjects and not hers. I saw teachers from her. Okay, I end up getting uniform from her, like I'm starting a class with her. I hope you understood that one, Tariro. I hope you understood that one. I hope you understood. You have been focusing on one subject, but leaving the other. Remember, if you've got gifts, just think about it. Just if you've got gifts, you're concentrating on the other bit, but you're leaving the other. You're concentrating on the plants and you're leaving the other bit, right? Like the herbs, you're leaving the other bit. Or you're concentrating on the prophetic gifts, you're leaving the throwing the bones bit. Or you're concentrating on the healing people with water, you're forgetting the other subject you're supposed to be learning. Remember, when it comes to healing with our gifts, there are different kinds of gifts. Sometimes different subjects. This tarot cards is a subject on its own. Imagine my people complaining in my class saying I'm concentrating on the tarot card reading class and I'm forgetting which one, the candle burning class, meaning that different kinds of things, right? That's what it means. But I'm just giving an example so you can see what is it that physically you're concentrating on and leaving the other for your people. Okay, that is Tariro there. Fusi Mutao, Kia Malwela, okay, twins, yes. Yes, you're right there, Fusi. That's what even the Gogo told me. Nyasha, greetings, Nyasha. What do you know about the marine kingdom? The marine kingdom. I do not know much about the marine kingdom. Nyasha, I do not know. What is it about? Gogo, what connection exists between the Mandawe spirit, Nzunza spirit, and marine spirit? Which one is the marine spirit? Okay. The difference between, I can only tell you about the difference. Remember that on this channel, I can only talk about what I know and what I understand, not what I've read from outside. Talking about what I'm facing myself. The difference between Nzunza and Nzunza is just the serpent, right? The serpent of the water, right? The Mandawe spirits are the water spirits. They are from different water bodies. A lot of the time, they are from different water bodies, meaning that, you know, as in water, like they can, you know, you can be like near rivers, near dams, near this. You can be seeing your dreams, like you see dams, you see this, you see that, you see any water bodies. I think I'm not sure about the sea. Not sure about the sea. With the sea, for mine, it is Abalozi. Abalozi are the ones that comes from the sea. So this I'm only explaining things that I know. With Nzunza, I do not know much because I'm still learning about Nzunza. I'm still training. My training hasn't actually even started properly. Nzunza had been in the background, letting others run their shows. So they'll be coming. So you'll see me talking about Nzunza as time goes on. At the moment, the only thing I know is what they've given me so far. So I do not know much about them. With Abalozi, I know that they are seawater spirits for me. And that is the only difference I can give you from that. What about Mami Water? What is Mami Water? And remember, from what the Mandawe spirits have said to me, is that they use different names for different places. So you might find that we call them Mandawe spirit, right? And you might find that in other parts of Africa, they are called something different. They are not called Mandawe because they are based on the tribe that was there, related to them at that particular place, right? In West Africa, they might be called something. In other places, they might be called something. At the moment, they haven't gone to that far. They haven't taught me as far as to tell me different names that they use from different other parts of the world. So that's what I know. I only know very little. So as I'm still learning. Okay. So I guess the marine kingdom, I do not know because I haven't had that word from anyone. So Debbie, love you from my God. Tobela Debbie. I got a divination reading from a healer there. I now know what ancestral gifts I have. Oh, that's great. That's very great, Debbie. That's good. Cecilia, Tobela Daue, Makosi. Okay. Okay, that's just that. So that's great. That's good. So what gifts do you have, Debbie? So you can share with us? What gifts do you have? Guys, remember that you can share. You can always share. Share your happiness with us so we know. Anyway, what's been happening with me? Remember, I just came back today. My kids don't seem to have missed me anyway. They haven't actually spent time with me. They've been spending time on their embarrassing, isn't it? Their gadgets. So anyway, so and I haven't slept either. So I'm getting your what they call you guys are harnessing me a little bit. So that's just that. So what's been happening, guys, to you? What's been happening to you? And it's good to be back. It's good to be back, guys. It was so different doing this session in my sister's home. It was different. I felt like I was pushing myself there, you know, like I was forcing myself to do this. You know, I was not myself somehow. You know, these things, it's different. I've noticed that it's different when you're doing these kind of things where you need all these kind of energies to help you deal with whatever that it is that, you know, like you're trying to get everyone to work with you, as in my spirits, like if they can come through. like you're nervous, you're wondering if they're gonna be happy and stuff like that. Because when I go to, or every time I go somewhere, if I'm gonna be needing them, there's a way that I let them know that I'm going to be needing them, right? But when I'm going there and I want to relax, I want to chill out, I don't tell them that the work has to go on, right? They know I need to chill out. So when I then have to have this session, it was kind of confusing, even for me, for the first time. But now I know how to deal with it next time. Anyway, that was interesting. Twasa is next. Oh, that sounds interesting. I will be coming there next June. Oh, you coming in this side? Ah, you need to come. You need to come. You need to come and let's see what you guys. So you're gonna be coming to England? That will be interesting, Debbie. That will be interesting. So we'll see you. And guys, what's been happening? Anyway, so that was Debbie. All right. Okay, all right. Yes, okay. That's interesting. We'll look forward to be seeing you in June. In June. Why next year, June? Can you actually prepare for June? Your people will let you wait until June? Anyway, that's interesting. Well, I haven't heard that one before. Fuzi, so go if I see, oh, okay, so go, if I see myself helping a lady to give birth, does it mean I'm done with the process? Not really. Sometimes it depends where you are. Sometimes, yes, you might have been, if you started working, if you see yourself giving birth, that means you're ready to help someone give birth. Remember, it's the same as if you're a teacher at school. That means your people are showing you you're in that position where you can help teach someone. Remember that. If you can see yourself even helping someone drive, that means you're in a position where you can help someone drive. You can help someone, you can help direct someone's life. Remember that. You can help someone maneuver their life. Remember that. So your people will be showing you in dream format that yes, you're ready to do this. Or sometimes they're showing you, it's just teaching. They're showing you that sometimes when someone's got this, you'll be doing it like that. When someone's got this, you're going to be doing it like that. But if you've started working and they're showing you that, that means you're getting into the stage. You should be, as seen in dream, practicing it in real life. Helping someone give birth, becoming someone's midwife. So that's very good. Congratulations, Fusi. It will be my time off from work. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed someone. Cecilia, I was sitting in a class with an Indian guru. Woo! He was showing me how to raise my kundalini, and I even did the exercise. So I guess I'm ready to cross that bridge. Wow! That's good. That's really interesting, Cecilia. Indian guru. Talking about the kundalini. Guys, you know the way the ancestors do the kundalini, the way they show it to me is so interesting. Now, let me talk about that one because that's interesting. But I think I should talk about it on its own when I do the video. But that's interesting, Cecilia. That is interesting. That means you can see things before they happen. Guys, remember, as healers, we're supposed to see things before they happen. Your people are supposed to show you those things, that this are the kind of things you'll be able to see, and then they happen. So I don't know what validation your people can keep on showing you, because sometimes what more do you want? What more do you want? So sometimes you're seeing things, you need to warn people, because you're not going to be seeing things and you don't do anything about it. You just want to see if it's going to happen. Remember that bit. You need to see things if they're going to happen, and it's going to be good, or if it's going to be good. As well, you share if you're meant to be sharing. If it's going to be a warning, you need to at least somehow get a message through to someone in a better way. Remember that as healers, the way you share your message, you have to share a message in what? A responsible way. You do not want to scare someone off. You do not want to make someone just always live like spend the whole time just thinking about the worst thing that you've already told them. So remember that when we deliver these messages as healers and healers to be, You need to be responsible healer. Share your message responsibly. You need to be thinking about someone. Is this message building someone? Is this message going to be making someone just be aware and not be scared? Remember, you do not want someone to tell someone, I saw someone bewitching you. So they're going to be looking at someone and thinking someone is bewitched, is going to be bewitching them, and someone's going to be. Remember, some people, when it comes to people's mind, guys, we need to be responsible. Some people, whatever information you give them, it can get stuck in their head for a long time. So we need to be responsible when we're giving messages, especially things we're seeing ahead. I was talking to Minda there. It will be my time of work. Debbie, 2 months. That's interesting. Cecilia, in a separate dream, I received a shoba that fell from the sky to my hand. Shoba is what? I need to get my brain working. Shoba is what? Shoba is what, Cecilia? Please remind me, what is shoba? My brain, I need to get back, I need to get back to different languages. Sometimes I can just come off one language and I have to go back to the other languages, another problem. Even though it is my language. Caroline, I recently started watching your videos and I'm interested and hooked. Oh, Caroline, get hooked. Okay, in a nice way. Remember, on this channel, what we're trying to do, Caroline, is that we're going back to our ancestors. That's what the people we're supposed to trust. Even when you hear me talking about something here, you need to always remember to trust who first? Your ancestors, spirits, and guides. Here you're just learning and seeing how others are doing things. Unless if your people have sent you here to me, then you listen to me with your ears, like believing everything I'm saying here. Otherwise, the first people you believe is your ancestors, spirits, and guides. Remember that bit. That's what we're here for on this channel, to believe your ancestors, spirits, and guides. Okay. Yes, that's that. Shoba is what, guys? I'm thinking about Leshoba now. I'm thinking about the other bit, the Leshoba. Which one are you talking about, Cecilia? Oh, that is the one I'm thinking about, Leshoba. Okay. The tail Sangomas carry and used to sniff. Okay. Or spread out. You know that tail is, most of the time, some of us, when we're using it differently. So what happened to yours? What were you holding it for? I received a shower that fell from the sky to my hand. That means you're ready to stand in front of the crowd and tell the truth. Like the shower, when you have it, nothing comes out of your mouth apart from the truth of God. Anything that you say should be truthful. When you hold in that is what it is for. Anything that comes out of your mouth should be, everything has to be the truth, has to be from your people. There should not be a lie coming from your mouth. That's how I understand that the shoba for. Faith, so sorry I can't write. Very difficult for me to have a lot of dreams, but I could not write it. Oh, Faith, that's fine. You'll find time. I think the best way to do it is because most of our phones, we've got like a note thing, isn't it? You write everything, all your dreams, if you're going to be asked. Actually, the best thing, if you've asked your people if it's okay to come and share your dreams with me, is to write them down, like all those things. So you just copy a little bit and paste, and then copy the last bit and paste. So next time you're ready, you're prepared. Instead of like when we're doing this, you start writing. Plan them ahead, put them there on the note thing. So when we're on this, you just copy and paste. Okay, Caroline, does eating meat stand in our way of spiritual awakening? Not to everyone. Some people like, yes, it does, but not everyone. It doesn't do it to everyone. Remember that we are different people. Some, like me, yes, it would have stood on my way of my awakening, but to others, no, it doesn't affect them. Others, they eat meat away. Some of us, they take it out of our mouth. Unfortunately, we cannot eat meat. But a lot of people, I don't know how, I can't say the percentages, out of 100 people, 80% do that. So I'll be lying. So, but I know most people, when they are starting the awakening, they can't eat meat. I do not know if, there's a reason why it affects people like that. But a lot of people don't eat meat, but then they go back to eating meat afterwards. Unfortunately for some of us, meat goes for good. Anyway, that's just that. Did I miss someone? Okay. But what is Mami Water now? Okay. Did I miss? Right. Right. Did I miss someone here? There's the beginning. I tend to run fast. I talk fast. I do things fast. Okay. JT Christ. Tobela JT Christ. Okay. Please help. I forgot my dreams. What is it I can do? I'm locked or what? JT Christ. Sometimes it really depends. You need to read. You need to watch the video about forgetting dreams on my channel, right? A lot of times we forget our dreams because of the food we eat. Guys, for me, this affects me. The kind of food I eat, even though I'm not eating meat and I'm watching my diet. Some food, they literally, my dreams will be fuzzy. Yes, I'll be remembering a little bit. But sometimes some dreams, they just, your people, they just think there's no need for you to remember that bit. They're just being taken away. But you need to watch out your food first. Remember, you don't go too far about a lot of different things. Watch what you're eating first. See if you try when you're sleeping. What is it you do before you fall asleep? Stuff like that. Because sometimes your mind is running. You cannot, when you still need to sort the dreams as you're sleeping. There's still other things that you need to sort. Too many stresses. So when you wake up, and sometimes you need to remember when you just first wake up, you need to try and remember your dreams. And for me, these are just simple things. Breathing in and out as you reflecting can help bring out some dreams. Sometimes you forget the dreams, but then you'll be talking to someone about something not related to the dream, and then the dream just comes back. Remember that as people, we are different. The way we remember dreams is totally different. So try and watch out your diet first. Your diet starts with your physical, your diet, what you're consuming, what you're eating, whether you're sleeping comfortably, whether you're stressed or you're not stressed, and even talk to your people to make sure that they kick you out of the dream. So as you finish dreaming, they kick you out, and then you wake up and write your dreams down. Yes, they will kick you out of the dream because they want you to remember their dreams. That's one they love doing anyway. They love doing that bit. Why is my phone saying it's updating the software? Okay. Where was I? Jesus Christ. Oh, JT Christ. I'm not sure if it's Jesus Christ. Zwelon. I'm glad to find you. Load shedding is bad. Yeah. That load shedding. I felt it. But we were using Wi-Fi. Somehow we were not locked out, but it was playing tricks on us. But that load shedding is bad. Some places they don't even have it, which is a bit strange. Not that everyone has to have load shedding, but this load shedding is serious, guys. I don't know what's happening there, but a lot of people are not paying electricity. I'm not trying to be good, but I'm just saying people don't pay electricity. Maybe that's what. No, this is not something political here. Anyway, Cecilia, Mama Water. Mama Water. What they usually mean a mermaid. Oh, so mermaid. Now for the Mandawe spirits, they use mermaid. That's what they said to me. So which one are you talking about then? Yeah, okay, so the Mami Water. All right, Mami Water. Okay. My Mandawe spirits, they use mermaid. Actually, they started using mermaid for me as well. when I was in Zimbabwe for me. So that is the Mandawe spirit. I was sitting down there with someone. We're talking about Mermaid spirit, right? I was sitting there with the evangelist. And he was asking me, so who's this mermaid that's standing next to you, so close to you like this? That was my water spirit. Mandawe, my Mandawe were there as mermaid next to me like that, showing off. Anyway, that was just me. That's just that, guys. I'm trying to be serious, but it's impossible on this beautiful day, isn't it? But anyway, that's just that. So, guys, remember that when it comes to water spirits, our ancestor spirits and guides, they do not. You must always remember this. The ancestor spirits and guides, they use different things for different people. Remember that bit. They use different things for different people. What someone sees there doesn't necessarily gonna be the same as what you see in yours. So once you start talking to your ancestors, you'll see that some things, they will show them to you like this, they'll reveal them to you like this. They are not necessarily going to be the same as how my ancestors will reveal things to me. You must always remember that. Because if we're going to make this bit like that mean this for everyone, then you're going to have a problem. You're going to be doubting your ancestor spirits and guides. You're going to be giving your ancestor spirits and guides problems, which is what we are avoiding here. Because they show us things in a way that they think we should be seeing them. They are not going to show you things the way that Moholi ancestors are going to be showing her. But they try as much as they can in the spiritual realm to have a commonality around amongst them, amongst the ancestors, to have something in common. But some people, remember, they are not getting their messages from their ancestors, so they will tell you something different. Remember that. That's why it's always best to trust who? Your ancestors, spirits, and guides. That's what we are here for. That's what we are here on this channel for. To go back to our people, for them to actually tell us something. That's just that. And what is happening now? Okay, so that's just that, guys. Sound like we are hanging a little bit. We are hanging a little bit. So what's been happening, guys, with you guys? A lot must have been happening. Now we've got Cecilia now throwing away around the Leshoba, standing in front of the whole community. Remember that when you're holding the shoba, no one should be, not what I'm seeing. When you're holding the shoba and you're in front of the community, no one should be talking. When you're holding that shoba, even at the choro, guys, if someone is holding something in front of the whole community, the person should be listened. People are supposed to pay attention to the person holding the shoba that Cecilia is talking about. As a healer, it means you've got authority. You've got authority. You're being given that power. That when you hold the shoba and you're about to talk to the community, they're supposed to listen to you. And no one should be making noises until you finish talking. That is the authority given. Anyway, that's just that. All right. Yes. So, yes, that's, guys, that's what we're talking about here. So what else is happening to you guys that you want to share? What do you want to share there? Can you tell us more about your mermaid story, Gogo? Yes, it was about, anyway, it was about my people wanted to confirm something to Mkulu, because we were talking, like we were discussing something that we were doing about after I finished cleansing, right? The first day I finished cleansing. So Mkulu was talking to me about what he's getting and what I'm getting. This was like a healer to healer. We were talking about, I was talking about what my people are telling me, and he was talking about what he's seeing. You know, like sometimes when we're saying, as a healer, sometimes you go to someone, and I think I've said this in one of the live sessions. when you go to someone, instead of someone seeing you as they see all the spirits that you carry, right? Like they can see they can see like grandmothers, the grandfather. I mean, like as like the prophets, they will just see that. I mean, I'm talking about. I will see that myself if I'm with you. I'll be seeing like a male grandfather, grandmother, animals. Then that will be your people, right? So anyway, I was talking to the evangelist about the process that we've just done. So he was saying to me, so then who is this person next to you who's a mermaid? So I'm like thinking, there we're talking, I'm thinking, because obviously I know that, because my people have already shown me that's how you see these things, isn't it? So I was like, a mermaid, how are you seeing this mermaid? He said, "No, there's this mermaid just hanging around you, like a, you know." So I said, no, it's the Mandawe spirits. Then we start talking, and Mkulu as well. I cannot say Mkulu, the evangelist as well. So we started talking, even I was start telling him that you can't see the Mandawe spirits like that if you yourself don't have it. Then he started opening up. Actually, I have had this like this, but I didn't look at it like that. And we start talking. Anyway, it was an interesting conversation. So I don't want to talk too much about, because it's some people they're church going, right? They don't want to talk about things in that way. They want to talk about them in the Christian church way, like the Bazalana way. So they don't want you to talk about them as in the traditional way, like things are like traditionally, like we mean it like that. Because it was like a problem as well when I was telling him that actually the way things are running here in my language, you're twasising me. And it was a bit of the problem with that language, saying you're twasising me didn't sound right. So I had to change my language to fit the environment, right? And call it something else. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, so that was just that. Yes, he was seeing the mermaid hanging around me. He was seeing the Mandawe spirits, because we were talking about something to do with them as well. And they wanted to confirm something like him confirming something to me. Because remember that when you're working with someone as a healer, your people sometimes they don't necessarily have to come to you. Like if I'm initiating someone as a gobela and the initiate, we are sitting together, sometimes the initiates people will have to say something to me instead of saying it to the initiate. Even though I always want them to validate something to the initiate, they'll have to say something to me so that even the initiate knows that we are connected, we are together. This is a family thing. Remember that. So some people, they jump through to your people as an initiate, they'll come to the gobela, and that is what is happening, depending on the relationship. If the relationship is of the gobela and the initiates people will have to talk directly to the gobela to show that they rely on the gobela to help what? The initiate. So that is what that was all about. It was my people trying to let the person feel good, to feel like that, you know. But since we were not talking about the gobela initiate, then we were just like talking as in general. But it was like a building up that relationship, showing that they are happy with us. That is for Tariro there. Cecilia, I was holding the shoba and advising two young twasas to not chase money to the point of trial, but to be sure that Glozy will provide enough for them as they need. All right. The Uktwala business, Cecilia, I hear you. Remember that the ancestor said you cannot help someone twala if you yourself are not twali. I guess you're talking about different kind of twala, because this twala business is different. Some people, you had the authority, Cecilia, there. You were advising very well. But coming back now, sometimes this it's not about chasing money, isn't it? So what happened happens if you really want the money, Cecilia? What happens when you want the money, this money? When you want it? What do you actually do? Guys, sometimes these things. Imagine if you have all these cards that you can actually play to do your tricks and make more, make loot. Only the loot can make me happy. Okay, I'm lying. I forget myself sometimes. Anyway, guys, sometimes it's difficult to be serious with these things. JT Christ, Gogo, as a mermaid person who is still growing in the spiritual path, what is it I can do after I go to Mushat? Do I cleanse? Yeah? As a mermaid person who is still growing in the spiritual path, what is it I can do after I go to Mushat? Do I cleanse? What do you mean go to Mushat? What kind of Mushat is this? What kind of Mushat is this? Are you thinking about, are you calling something else Mushati? Are you talking about the other thing? Which Mushati is this? Please let us know. Makosi, Rumbilan. Guys, you guys are, is this what I'm thinking about? That you're using the place where the kings and the chiefs meet to talk about community thing, and you are using that name for something else. JT Christ, please don't. I hope it's not what I'm thinking about. That you're calling it Mushati now. You need to be honest and call it what it is, if that's what I'm thinking about. But maybe I'm thinking about something that you're not thinking about, or something you're not saying there. Guys, please don't use names that we know them as something else for something else here. How can you cleanse when you go to Mushat? What does that even mean? Guys, I'm being spiritual here. You can, how do you cleanse when you go to Mushat? You're meeting people there, the community are sitting around together with the king and the chiefs, the Ndunas, and they're talking about community matters. So why do you cleanse? Because you're meeting a lot of people. What is this all about? Emakosini kumnandi. Rumbilan, it is nice here at Emakosini. Anyway, you guys are bringing out different languages. Anyway, I'm tired. I've been traveling for too long, so I'm tired. So some names you guys that you're creating on this platform might not be right for the ears. Well, considering I'm thinking something else, because you laughed. I'm thinking you're thinking something, or you're saying something that is not actually what you said there. Anyway, I know some Sangomas who have careers and still practice Bungoma after hours and on weekends. If you want more money, hey, guys, remember that not everyone can do those things. Not everyone can do that. You can remember that it depends what is more money. Not everyone can do the 9-to-5 job and still do the traditional healing. Please, guys, don't be misled by others. Some of our people, they do not want to work for others. Yes, some of us, we do have some other investment on the sides. But the 9-to-5, do not be misled. Some ancestors will die before they work for somebody. I'm talking about they'll wake up, they'll talk to you in dreams, they'll die as well. You'll see them going in the grave again and wake up again and tell you they cannot work for someone. Meaning that you need to be self-employed as a healer, working for yourself. Anyway, she means after what? After what? Guys, after what? After what? Guys, this is spiritual. We are spiritual people. We are men, and some of us are male and female. And if you're gonna be a gogo or mkulu, you need to be honest. You need to tell people the truth. You need to speak the language that is the right language. You cannot hide something. Someone has got a disease, you're trying to give it a different thing. You say you've got a glass on your butt. When it's not a glass, it's something else. Just call it as you're seeing it. You've got stone on your ass because that's what you're seeing, the stone. So please, guys, don't come with words that we don't know. There's no moshate that you do things after you go to talk to other Ndunas and the community members. You guys, what is this? Just be honest and talk the truth. Guys, how are you going to talk to your people? How are you going to help people if you can't even tell them the truth? What you meant? You're seeing something crawling on someone. You're still trying to find a name for it when you can see. It's a lizard. It's crawling on your body. But you're trying to bring a nice name. Put a name to it. I see a crown crawling on your body. What is a lizard? Someone's supposed to be flashing it out. Anyway, I'm coming up with some different examples, which actually you guys told me. But what is Moshad? Gogo, after being with your partner. After sex. Okay. So what do you think? Okay. Remember that it really depends. If it is someone that is the... you guys, what's wrong with you guys and sex? You guys don't have it or what? Anyway, we are not talking about that. So, guys, remember, if you're with someone, it is the person is your known person. You're with them all the time. It is that person that you know you guys are living nicely together, regularly have the sex like other people because you need to have it if you're partners, right? So you want to tell me that every time after that you have to go cleanse? Are you saying that you're dirty or the person was dirty? What is happening? What are you cleansing? What are you guys cleansing there? So which people are you sleeping with that you need to cleanse all the time? Anyway, from what I know and from the way I work, guys, sex is a natural thing between two loving people that's supposed to happen when it needs to be happening, right? But then if you are taking your people, remember that if you're on this journey, you are a healer or you're a healer to be or something like that. If your people don't like those kind of things, obviously when you go there, it's like you're taking them to, I don't want to put it like that, it's like you are not respecting them. You're going to drink water from different wells, and even though you're happy with that water in that one well, you want to try different kind of waters, and your people are happy with one, that they're happy that you're drinking from one particular well, but you want to take them from that one. You do not like the taste of it. I'm talking about the water, figure of speech. Then you take them to another one because it's close to your home. You don't have to walk far. Then you see another well. No, it doesn't sound right. That sounds really rude now. If you're going to be thinking women now, you're going to be thinking wells and stuff. Anyway, if you're taking your people, if your people are already working with you, you need to respect them. Anyway, these people, I guess people are different, guys. From what the ones that I know, they don't like, they don't like it. They don't like those kind of things. They like people to be straightforward, because you do not know where you're going. You might go there, the water might look all right, but it might not necessarily be, it might be the water that might affect your people when you go there. You understand what I mean? So let's remember to respect our people. If it's just one particular place, just be happy with it, and your people are gonna be okay because they know you're supposed to relax as well. Anyway, that's what I think I know. Remember, some people do. This is spirituality, guys. It's not one size fit all. The same as it's not one size fit all, as in what you're talking about, Mushat. Anyway, Maria Nengwanani, Okay. Probably is the worst one. Okay. What does it mean when you dream of people trying to give you things, but you always refuse to accept? Like dreaming of an old lady giving you money, or dreaming of two women giving you ginger beer. Uh, it depends. It depends. If we are talking, situational, or we're talking about something else that some people are giving you. Remember that I cannot say with this one if it's situational or whether it is related to something more than that. When someone is giving you, what is it? Money, something that you can use to better yourself, you can use it to buy something that with money, you can do a lot of things, right? You can help yourself with something, you can buy something and make something out of it. You're refusing it. There's a reason why you're refusing that kind of help. If someone is giving you, now we're talking about food, drinks, someone is giving you a drink, why are you refusing it? What is causing you to refuse something like that? Just think about it as in physical, because remember, sometimes they have to take us from physical and take us in a dream state so that we can look at ourselves properly. If someone is giving you help like that and you're refusing it, there must be a reason why you're refusing it. If it was physical, someone is giving you money, you know that money is not good for you, and that money is not coming from a good heart, you will refuse it. So as in dream, even the person giving you that money in the dream. So if someone is giving, because remember, the person who's giving you the money in the dream, your people will use that person who plays an important role, that when you're thinking about them in the dream, giving you that money, you know that that money is not coming from a good heart. That money is coming with what? With something else. Like after taking that money, I'm indebted to that person. But when it comes to food as well, the people who are giving you this food and drinks in the dream, you know them in real life, what kind of roles they play for you. So when they are bringing them in the dream, if it's the people that you know that if that person in real life is like this, they will normally give me a drink like ginger beer when they know that I need it most. So why would you refuse it physically or in dream state? There's something about you, why you're refusing these things that people are giving you. So this, if we were situational, we would be looking at what is it that sometimes people are trying to give you help, because remember that the person giving you the money, you relate, when you're thinking about them in physical life, you know something you're thinking about. So if someone physically is trying to help you by giving you something, is this money, is it needed or is not needed physically? Do you think you need this money or you don't need it? If you need it, you will take it. You know that that person is giving you this money from a good heart because they know you need it. So they're trying to help you. So if you're refusing it and you need money, physically, we're not in the dream, physically, what is wrong with you? If someone is seeing that you're thirsty, they're giving you a drink physically and you're refusing the drink, what is wrong with you? Now taking you to the dream state. Now let's think if it is not drinks. It's like ancestors, they're trying to show you that they're trying to give you this, you're refusing it still, even in dreams. They are trying to give you something to question, to what they call it, when you're too thirsty, they're giving you something so that you can be better, and you're still refusing it. What is wrong with you as a person, refusing all this help that people are giving you? Remember this dream, they do not come with just people, you're just meeting people there in the dream and they give you something. The drama started somewhere where this ended up being someone is giving you something and you're refusing it. Even in the dream, when you're refusing it, there will be a reason for you. You'll know why you're refusing it. As you refuse in the dream, you'll know, I do not want to take this money because with this money, something is expected of me. I do not want to take this drink in the dream because in the dream, the way I'm feeling is that these people are giving me this drink because they're expecting something of me and I cannot provide whatever it is that they're expecting of me. So I'll refuse everything that they're giving me. So there's more to that. There's more to that. So who are these two people giving you the drinks, the ginger beer, this woman, and who's this other one as well giving you why are you always refusing things that you've been given? In real life, are you refusing all these things? I'm talking about, remember that we're talking drinks now. Are you refusing something that you, what do you call it? Something, what do you call it? When you're thirsty and someone is giving you something so that you can satisfy the bit of you. Why would you refuse it? If you're thirsty, why would you refuse something like that? Unless there's something deeper for you, why you refuse it. Remember that when our people are helping us, they have to show us things that are happening with us physically. Something is happening physically. You are like this. Even when something is being given like this to you, look at you refusing it. Remember that this is, if we're talking about situational, related to real life situation. Look at yourself refusing all the help that you're being given. The money that you don't have. Could be complaining to your people, saying, I do not have money, like me thinking about uktwala. Your people are showing you that it's not even about you wanting extra help. We are like this, giving you something like this in the dream state they're showing you. But we're trying to give you money, something that will keep you going, like you're complaining that you don't work. We are trying to give you this money so that you can help yourself use this money to buy tomatoes and resell them to others. But you're refusing the help. So how can we help you? We are trying everything physical. Now we are showing it to you in the dream that we are trying to help you like this. Quench your thirst. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. So we are trying to help you with this bit, but you are not accepting our help. We are trying to help you with this bit, even when you need it. Even with the drinks, you are not. Remember, when it comes to dreams related to drinks and food, the food and drinks in our dreams is related to how we are dealing with people around us and how we communicate with people around us, right? Because anyone physically giving you food when you need it, it is someone that you need to, is what they call it, is someone that you need to look at them like, this is the people I want to be around me. If you're thirsty and someone gives you drinks, it's the people you want to be around, because these people will feel that beat of you that needs to be filled, because that is something that will help you live longer, isn't it? Well, ginger beer. Let's not talk about the dietary bit that is in the ginger beer, right? We're just talking about as in drinks. If someone is giving you this physically, drinks that when you need it most and they're giving it to you, it's the people you want to be around, right? If someone is giving you that money when you need it most, because it's like someone who build you up. Remember that we're talking about physical. But everything that comes in dream is not coming as in positive only. Sometimes it's coming as in positive, sometimes it's coming out as in negative. So you have to look at when that person giving you something, is that person giving it freely? So they are not expecting something for you. They want you to go out there, do something nice with it, and whatever that you can enjoy it and you can help others. Or is someone giving you that thing in the dream because they want you to actually come back? You'll be like their slave, right? So that's why you refuse their help, because you know them like that. Those dreams will be straightforward. So what is happening with you, Maria? Ayanda, Togoza, Ayanda, what is happening with you, Maria, with your dreams? What's happening with you in real life? Why are you refusing money, and why are you refusing drinks? Why are you refusing that? And they're using ginger beer. There must be something, when you think about ginger beer, there's something symbolic to you about that drink, the ginger beer. Remember that our ancestors, when it comes to food, they will cater to our every needs. And sometimes they will show you things, because those things, when you think about them, ginger beer in the dream for me is not going to be ginger the same as the way you think about ginger. For you, it might actually even be like too luxurious, because ginger beer should be, right? So remember that our people, they use our dietary needs to show us something about us that we need to look at properly. I'm still doing live. Please don't be loud.
Okay.
So that's just that. So what's happening with you guys? What are you having going? What's happening with you guys? Because you're quiet. I was actually thinking about anyway. Maria, my mom is the one that always talks about people giving her things in her dreams. Okay, so this dream is not about you, it's about someone else. Thelma, Tobela, Thelma. I haven't seen you for some time, Thelma. How have you been? How have you been? I took a break from the gift. Oh, all right. I haven't seen you for some time. Taking a break from the gift, you're lucky, Thelma, you can do that. You can do that. That's interesting. I wonder what will happen if my people, I just tell them that I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break from your gift. That'll be interesting. That's good that you are still allowed that, Thelma. It's been overwhelming. Oh, I understand that bit. I understand that bit. Yeah, sometimes you need a break from us, and anyway, you know, you need that break. It helps. It helps. So you think about things properly. You know, you can look at the things, your things properly. Anyway, and the overwhelming bit. Yeah, well, we go through those things, isn't it? The stages. We go through stages. I need something hot. So what is this supposed to be doing with this twin bit pepper thing? All right. Okay. So that is just that, guys. So you guys don't have anything more to share. Gogo, I went to consult and I was told to buy ancestral cloth. What advice can you give? Gift, you need to listen to the person you consulted. If they say you should do something, you should do it because you went there, and you should trust them. Because if you don't, you're going to have a problem. What if I tell you now that you should not buy it? You'll have a problem because now you're going to have two minds now. Should I not? When someone specifically told you to buy. So you should listen to the person you consulted. It's very important when you do that. Otherwise, you'll have problems. Anyway, that's just that. Thelma, doing it on my own when no one is in the family or country, has no one to guide me, is mind-boggling. Oh, I do understand that. I do understand that. Sometimes our people, they give us people like who act as mentors. You don't have that, Thelma? Like someone within the family who acts as a mentor. You know, like someone you wouldn't even think that they play that important part, especially when we are self-initiating. Our people tend to give us someone who indirectly help you on this journey, because it's not easy to do it on your own. No mentor at all. Okay. All right. You need to talk to them. You need to talk to them to direct you to the right person. You know, sometimes these things, we need to talk to our people and then let them know that we are overwhelmed by the whole thing, so that someone comes to you. Guys, people who comes to us, sometimes, you know, the way people come to us, the way people appear to us is unbelievable. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling like things are just too much for you, especially spiritual things, you need to go back and talk to your people properly. And I'll say beg, but you know, that's the first word, the first thing that came to my mind. And ask them to send the right people to you, so that you can have someone to help you on this. I'm not talking about someone to pay. I'm talking about someone coming your way to help you specifically for this. Someone you can cry to. Small things, like not necessarily everything, but a little bit of what you're going through spiritual, because we need this. You can't do this on your own, guys. Remember that when you're self-initiating, or when you're at this particular place initiating like this, you are what they call a sick person. you are a sick person when you're initiating. When you are an initiate, you are a sick person. You are mentally, emotionally, physically sometimes that you cannot see that bit. You are mentally, emotionally, spiritually sick. You are a sick person. Sometimes we are sick and we are walking. So some people cannot see that we're sick, we're walking. And especially when you're self-initiating, this bit is not understood properly. People don't know how to help you. Even if they might want to help you, they just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do this. Remember that when you're self-initiating, whether you started, you're halfway, you are still regarded by ancestor spirits and guides as a sick person. You need a driver, meaning that you cannot drive that car alone. You need someone to drive you around. Meaning that if you are driving the car and you are alone in the car, and boom, as a sick person, you get that headache. You cannot open your eyes. You cannot see where you're going. You get just a quick second. You get an accident. So as a sick person, you need someone to drive it. Remember, I was just being metaphorical there. You need someone to help you. Your ancestors are the ones driving the car, right? Because you're a sick person. But sometimes you need extra help from someone physically, as a self-initiate, or as whatever it is that you might call yourself. Even when someone is initiating you've got a gobela, you are a sick person, you are mentally, emotionally, I'm saying physically, but you might not see it, because if you're a walking person, you're running around, you might think you're strong. But when you're initiating, you are not. You are sick spiritually. Anyway, okay. All right, there is that person. Okay, all right. How did that? I thought I stopped this from people from doing this kind of things. How do you get these people out? Okay, I understood the sick person part. Okay, there is a okay. Cecilia, how do I get rid of that one? Maria and Ngwenani, just ignore. I'll delete those bit afterwards. What are some ways to remember your dreams? I always don't remember my dreams. If I'm lucky, I remember little fragments that don't make sense. Maria, I've made a video on this channel. You need to look at it. Remembering dreams. I put it as the truth of Goma. Like I was trying to be light about it, but you'll get information from there if you listen to it properly. Remember that my truth of Goma. I'm just trying to be light, but listen to that. You'll get something from that. Remember that. Sometimes we do forget these dreams. You know, sometimes we do forget them, but sometimes as time goes on, we start to learn. We try different things that will keep us. You know, when you're doing this particular thing, your dreams will be like clear, but sometimes they're not. Right? But sometimes they'll be good. All right. Okay. How do I do that one? Okay. Top chat. Okay. So I went to someone, I was meant to delete something, and then I went to their thing, isn't it? Remove. Okay. How the hell do I do that? Remove. Okay, I deleted that. Oh, that's good. I can do that, isn't it? As I'm going. So that was good. Yes. So that is just that, guys. So remember that we need to look after ourselves. When we're doing this training, guys, you always remember that it is a pity that when we are a lot of us who self-initiated, or you're self-initiating and you don't get this information, you do not understand. As you're initiating, when you're self-initiating, right? Because I tried to do that because I went through that route. When you're self-initiating, you must always remember that you're not well. You are definitely not well. You might sound well to others. You might sound well here as well. Some days you'll be feeling like you're well. Everything is good. You're walking around, you're going to work, you're coming back. You are actually not well. It's what they call, it's a pity that there's no other there's no other language that I can use. I'm trying to go to the modern way of thinking to make you understand that you are that kind of person who's sick. And even when you finish initiating, you still need help from others, at least to just have that 3 days, 2 days, or 5 days somewhere, so that you can just and just and just get it out of your system. I've done it. Just to relax, just to be treated nicely, like to be an inpatient of someone. To be an inpatient, is that the right word? Inpatient. To be someone to take care of you physically. You just be there, someone to take care of you, because you need it. This journey is not easy. Tobela Matiron, have you done a video about the different colors of ancestral clothes? No, I didn't do them, material. I've got more ancestral clothes. I haven't done them because I need to think beyond what I could give. I need to go into depth about that in English, because otherwise I need to be giving more information in English. With the reason why I haven't done the ancestral cloth, I'll do them. Don't worry, I'll do them. And anyway, I've got some more, so maybe my people will give me more information about others. So I'll get you covered, material. Don't worry about it. You'll get covered. Anyway, I'll just give you a little bit about the ancestral cloth that I've made. The leopard print one is about, remember, I think that's what you're asking, right? The leopard print one is about healers. Most of them, from my people, they say that it's for traditional healers who are using those with those things, and people who are going to be dealing with their communities and stuff. And when you're doing that, throwing the bones, right, as with that ancestral cloth one, sometimes you need to know everything to do with your communities. You need to be able to understand what your community needs, how to help your communities in times of everything, in times of birth, in times of death, in times of marriages, in times of things changing around your communities. You need to be that healer and get to the community will come to come for advice with regard to that. You're supposed to give them more information, when it's related to your community, the community that you live among, as a traditional healer. When you're wearing that ancestral cloth, the leopard print, and as well with the leopard print cloth, remember how leopard is like the leopard's behavior. As healers, sometimes we see ourselves, we spend time alone, and sometimes we need to blend in with the communities. Sometimes we need to make sure that whenever that we need to leave that scent, like if you're healing people, you do not have to be spreading around there. It should be that scent that you discreetly leave, so that people know that healer is very good in this particular way, because they will smell it just like the way the leopard lives. They will be able to smell that there's a leopard around in this area, and that there's a healer who's helping people around this area. So then they don't cross your territory as a healer. Remember that using the leopard's behaviors. So that's why they came with that. They use the leopard print, the skin of the leopard, because with the leopard behaves like this in its natural habitat. As healers as well, within our communities, we should be behaving just like the leopard, but with our communities, we should be using those kind of the characters. The leopard is like that, blends in within the community. Should not be loud. You should blend in. You should leave a scent. You should not be like, I can heal, I can heal, I can heal. People should be able to tell by your deeds that you can heal them. You should be like a leopard like that. Sometimes there will be time when you go on your hunting things, when you have to be alone. Sometimes like a leopard, you go on those vision things, visionary, what they call it, the visionary things, where you go on this journey. Sometimes you go looking for plants alone, you're out there in the forest by yourself. Just like the leopard, sometimes when it's go hunting, has to be on its own. And sometimes a leopard can start when it's still small, has to be independent of everything else, just like the leopard. Anyway, there's more to it. That's why I wanted to do this thinking straight, like properly. Just like the haka. A haka should be, that is the haka liwel, that is the one that the Guinea fowl ancestral cloth. Just like a leopard, not leopard, healers. When we start as just normal human beings like we are. But when we change and start initiating, we become like the impangelas, the Guinea fowls. We're supposed to tell when something is not right with our communities. We're supposed to get rid of the diseases that are affecting our communities, just like the haka, the Guinea fowl. The Guinea fowl will get rid of all those insects and all those things that are harming the chickens, domestic chickens, from the ground, all those things. That's what it is, isn't it? All those things, it will eat all those things that are going to be harmful to the environment. So the Guinea fowl is how it is, how the kind of diet that it eats everything that is not right for that place. Even like a healer, you're supposed to get rid, if you can, of all the diseases that affect your communities, things that are worrying your community. You're supposed to be alert. As like a Guinea fowl is supposed to be well aware of things before they start affecting your communities. You're supposed to, like a Guinea fowl, be with your ears and your eyes, and that be alert. That is why in our language we've got like you are like, when you pretend that you're not aware of something, they say why hakancha, because a Guinea fowl is not supposed to be like that. A Guinea fowl is supposed to be alert. It's not supposed to pretend as if it's not aware of what is happening within the environment, within the communities. I'm talking about the traditional healer. Everything that is affecting your community should be well aware of it as a healer, as a Guinea fowl. When things are not happening, that's where we got some healers there, the rainmakers. When there's no rain, you should be smelling it, that this place, we're not going to have rains for a long time. Even if we can dance and do the rain-making dances, this place is not going to be good for us, for our livestock. It's not going to be good for us, for our vegetation. It's not going to be good for us as the community living here. Just like a Guinea fowl will move from that place, because that place is not going to be good and healthy for the people, right? You will see with a Guinea fowl moving, a lot of them will move from that particular place to another place because it's saying that that place is not habitable. Even a healer will be able to alert the community that this place is no longer habitable because of the things that are affecting us. It is not because of what we are not doing right. It is because of where we are. Just like a healer we're talking about in the olden days, just like a Guinea fowl, you'll be as that person will be sniffing things that are not right within your community, sniffing out all the diseases and finding things to heal them. Just like a Guinea fowl, when there's trouble coming in, as a healer, you're supposed to have foreseen it. You're supposed to have seen that something bad is going to happen. Then, just like Haka, you have to what? Alert the community. That's why you see Hakas, when they see something that they are not familiar with, they make that horrible noise, right? The Haka will, if you've seen Hakas, how that noises that they make, the scratching one, the horrible one, when something is unfamiliar, the Haka will make that noise. You even when another Haka is not there, is lost, the Haka will make the horrible noise. Until that Haka comes back, the Hakas will be making those kind of noises. Like a healer, as a haka, you're supposed to be making those horrible noise when something is not right within your communities. When people are doing things that are horrible within your communities, you should be like a healer, making those horrible noises. I'm talking about in the olden days, why they use those things like haka for that. So le haka le well. A haka is gone. The auntie will wear that cloth around her hips to alert the communities that something is not, that person who's supposed to, will be able to alert us of problems is not there, is gone. It is gone. We are what? We are open, right? We are, it's like someone who's like a haka is not there. Therefore, that means the community have to be aware. Oh, that person is not there. It means it's gone. But when they come back with that knowledge. They'll be able to alert us of problems. Like the haka, when they come back, they will say, the guinea fowl has come back. Because when you wear that guinea fowl cloth, is that you are letting the community know that we are open to invasions. I'm talking about in the olden days. Someone is gone who might be able to help us. So we are aware, but they are going there to train so that when they come back to help us, they'll be able to come with that information, with all the help that we're going to need as a community. So we should be happy. Someone is going to train as a guinea fowl. When they come back, we're going to have a guinea fowl figure of speech. We're going to have a guinea fowl. We're going to have someone screeching, making those horrible noises to alert us of situations that are going to be affecting us. So we're going to be happy, right? That someone is going to school to train as a haka. Because when we have haka around us, no one can harm us. We're not going to have diseases that we don't know where they're coming from. Because like a guinea fowl is going to be taking out all those things, the ticks from chickens. We're talking about diseases from the communities. Be taking them out, be giving you the medicines, giving you all this. But the guinea fowl will be eating them out, isn't it? Taking them off and eating them out, all those things, what they call them, the ticks and the what they call them, those things that the guinea fowl eats of other domestic animals, those things. Anyway, that's what it's all about. So auntie is the one that is chosen in the olden days to wear that cloth to alert the community, to let the community know. It is a sign that someone who's supposed to be with us as a community, because remember that in the olden days, we have to account for everyone that is there in the community. If you've been seeing me and now you don't see me and I'm not married, you're going to be asking yourself, why? Where am I? Because you need to look after each other as a community, right? But now you see my auntie wearing that. Oh, she's not with us because she's gone what? To school. That is in the olden days. So the other one was about the elephant. Not the elephant. The Dao one. I think I've talked about that. The Dao one, which is the lion. The lion. So you can be within the pride of lions, with the pride of lions, right? You could be with that, because there's people who are supposed to be scared of lions. But if you can be with them, that means you are able to hear, speak to the ancestors. That means you are worthy of that cloth. You can wear the cloth because now you can talk to them, you can hear them. You are not scared. Remember that some people, they get scared of, because remember, this is a big thing. Being able to hear, speak to ancestors is a big thing. That's why you see a lot of us, we're talking about with them and now, that you go through all these kind of things, overwhelming things, too much, the stresses, everything. But now you've dealt with the stresses. You've dealt with those things that were overwhelming you when you were initiating. Now you can be within the pride of lions. You're worthy of that. So is someone wearing that, the lion things. Because remember that it would have been something different, but we're now using cloth. So we have to show that you can deal with lions. You can deal with lions. Anyway, that is that one. Then Jetty one, I'll come and talk about Jetty one on its own another day. Those are the ones that, yeah, I'll talk about Jetty on its own. Okay. All right. Okay, where was I? That was Matiro. What does it mean that time when buying a house? I was viewing the house and I was happy with the house and even mentioned the beautiful features of the house. Please, I was okay. Have you made a video on ancestors versus Christianity? No, I haven't. My people don't want me to go there because my views are different, isn't it? So my people, they want me to be thinking straight first, not to be clouded by my views about the whole thing. So I haven't actually done it, Thelma. So buying a house that you've been viewing, remember that you're buying, just think about it physical, because this one is nothing to do with physical, right? Just think about physically, because this one is just a metaphoric house, right? Physically, you're buying a house, you are able to buy a house where you're going to be living comfortable. It's yours, it's your home. When you go there, you feel safe. It belongs to you, no one else but you. So sometimes when ancestors are using house, they use house differently for different people. For me, when they're using a house, that is a place of safety. A house supposed to be maintained, a house supposed to be comfortable, supposed to be something that we are happy about. So you are purchasing something that it is, we're thinking physical now. It is, it's not even, we should not call it investment. It is, you're buying a home, depending on what is happening with you, Thelma. Why will your people be showing you buying a home? Where you're going to be living there, where they're going to be comfortable coming to you there, because that's your place, that's where they want you. So what has been happening with you physical? Because this one, it is difficult for me to mention a house without understanding what is happening with you physical. If you're buying a house, let's say, let me think about it smaller. If you're buying a car, if your people are showing you buying a car, it is nice, yes. If they're showing you buying a house, I can't think of who will be showing you that and why it will be shown to you like that. I can't think. So what do you associate with a house, Thelma? What do you associate with a house? What do you think if you buy a house physically, as in what do you how would that make you feel? Because this one, it will be difficult for me to talk about it thinking about myself, because it's a different thing. For you, if you were to buy a house physically, how will it make you feel? Is it something that what did it okay what does it make you feel? What will it make you feel physically? So we understand what your people, when they are showing you buying a house, what they wanted you to get out of it. Because it's a beautiful thing. You're buying something beautiful. You're buying something that is going to be yours, isn't it? Something that, sometimes when our people are using these kind of things, it depends on how you associate something like that. I can't tell you what it will mean for me, because it is a different thing for different people. Material. Why do the clothes have What do the clothes have different colors as well? Example, the black, white, the red lion cloth. I'll talk about this material in another video on its own. Remember that when our ancestors are using colors, they're using colors for different things. Sometimes these colors, right? Sometimes these colors, commonality will be that some ancestral cloth, they will have black because they're just showing you that you've gone through that bit where you're going to be able to help others. But that one, I'll have to come back to you and talk to you about it, because with this kind of gifts, sometimes when you like, for me, right, I've got my my name is Tlogolo, right? And it is associated with the elephant. So when I've got this ancestral cloth, I've got the green, the blue, the red, right? And other colors, right? I'll put elephants. The elephants will appear to my cloth because I will recreate it on my cloth because I want that to be symbolic to that. But then the colors, like the blue colors, will be symbolic, like for me to mean something. The green colors will symbolically mean something from my ancestors. The red colors will mean something symbolically from my ancestors, something different. So when I'm using that and putting this kind of animal in between, sometimes it is not necessarily something that is common to everyone. It is just for me at that particular time. I use that elephant to mean something to me on that color. Sometimes I'll use that. Even the Mandawe. Anyway, I should not go there. I'll come back and talk about that afterwards. I think I'll need advice from my people with this one, because otherwise I'll be giving you from my own, from what I do with my own things, my own cloth. So I'll get my ancestors to explain that bit for you, material for me to explain it to others, like something to share with others when it comes to the colors. Okay. Thelma, and yes, and a lot of these colors, they are symbolic for everyone. Remember that they are symbolic for everyone. Sometimes we have black, white, we've got like you're saying, but it might mean that I'm using a totem and using my cloth and putting that in between, like you see, because now that as healers we tend to now recreate ancestral cloth. So you might see a new ancestral cloth with a different thing and think that it means something for everyone, but it is because a new healer has made that and recreated something from their own thing, and now it is sold everywhere, and it's part of, people think that it's supposed to be like that for everyone, and it means that bit for everyone. Anyway, I'll come back to that material and explain it for my people. Thelma Davis, I dreamt of living a house, and then I moved out. Then I found myself living with my cousin. Now I dream I'm moving or buying a house. Okay, my dream I answered, and I feel safe and accomplished having a house. I'm able to do what I need to do regarding ancestors' work without questions. Oh, all right, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. So that, you know, a lot of our ancestral cloth, they mean something differently. I was talking to I'm calling him Kulu, but he's an evangelist. I was talking to him about what their ancestral cloth, or they're not ancestral cloth, their Bazalwana cloth mean to them, and how they explain them is different from the way I look. Mine are given to me and the way they are explained to me, and even the signs on the cloth, what I got from the explanation there and what I got from mine were totally different. I'll talk about when it was coming to, like with my ancestral cloth, mine, they've got a hand, right? My hand meant something totally different from the explanation from them, the hand. Them, anyway, I'll explain it when I start. I'll explain my ancestral, all my ancestral cloth, the ones that I have from my people, and then I'll explain others that they give me properly so that you guys understand, because it's very difficult for me to explain everything that I don't know, because my people only teach me about my ones, the ones that I have, the ones that they think are important for me. So anyway, we'll get to that material. So that is just the hat. Is someone making? Can you turn the kettle on, please? My drink is very cold. So how long have we been here? All right, 1 hour 45 minutes. Okay, so that's fine. So guys, that is just that. So we'll talk again, I think, because there's not more to talk about. There's not more to talk about. Who didn't I talk to properly? All right. Okay, I'll do the ancestral cloth properly. There are so many things that I need to do. The reason why I haven't done a lot of things is because I want them to be explained properly by my people. So I'm reading from what they've said to me, like properly. They've written for me to share, not as they give me a little bit, or from my own things. Anyway, so that's what I'll do when I get the chance, and the chance I'll get. And since I've come, remember that, guys, I've just come back today, right? My people, they have to show their appreciation. Their appreciation is by giving me new information, because I've done everything that they wanted me to do. So I need to I should be coming with new information, because they should be happy with me, isn't it? So happy, I've done something. They should be thanking me with new information. So we'll see, because I just came back from my things. So we'll wait and see. Mukama Kantu. Oh, I dreamt an elephant. I think I will have, this will be last. I dreamt an elephant looking for me. I was hiding in the grass. When she found me, I ran to a fence, and then the elephant climbed over the fence ahead of me. All right, that's interesting. And then what happened? That's interesting. What happened then? After that, what happened? That's interesting. And who's the elephant in your family? Who will be coming as an elephant? Guys, I didn't get anything from that thing, isn't it? From the imphepo. I don't know. I didn't feel like there was anything happening that would be different from the norm. For me, I mean, it is for me. Remember, that is for me. I'm just talking about my experience with it. I woke up after that. Hey, can you please, guys? Can you please? I woke up after that, but before that there was another elephant. That other elephant. Yeah. Okay, what happened then? Makamu, you need to explain your dreams properly. Remember, you're talking to the elephant. Hello, the big elephant here. And then what happened? Could have been me chasing you in that dream. And then what happened? Remember, if it was me, because remember that I get used as an elephant. But I'm not saying this is me in your dream. I'm just telling you that my name is an elephant, the big elephant. So if I'm going to someone's dream, sometimes I'll appear as me like this, drinking tea. Sometimes I'll appear as an elephant. So you're talking to one. Please do not make that noise. Anyway, so guys, we can't stay here for long with this, with just talking about one thing. Tokoza Ndlovu what? Ndlovukazi. Okay. I am Ndlovukazi. I'm the elephant. So what happened? You woke up after that. Before that, there was another elephant. Guys, remember that some ancestors, depending on what remember that when we're talking about animals in our dreams, we need to know first our totems, because if we know our totems and we know how our people uses these animals, we will know that these people, my ancestors, are coming from my father's side, or my ancestors are coming from my mother's side. I use this a lot. Or sometimes we know that some ancestors, they will use cows for different things, meaning that this cow, by that, it is related to this. Sometimes, but now since we're talking about elephants, if your totem is not an elephant, sometimes, but this one I'll be taking you too far, right? I'll be taking you too far. Sometimes the ancestors, they will use animals for a particular reason, because they're just trying to show you. an elephant behaves like this in real life, but an elephant behaving like this with you like this in this situation, it is not even possible for the elephant to do actually what you were seeing in the dream doing. So what could be your people, what could be the message that your people are trying to tell you? Because sometimes when it's situation now, they are just trying to tell you something. And sometimes they use what they call them, they use what they call it in Sotho is Dika and DM. In English is called what, the proverbs and stuff, to show you that to recreate whatever it is that they will use, like elephant doing this, an elephant doing this, you know, like someone saying an elephant in the room kind of thing. Anyway, I'm just taking you out, but this one maybe crossing over the boundaries of what I'm born into. I do not know. You're giving me a little bit, and I'm about to force feed you. I'm about to project too much into your dream, and we do not want that. So yes, like what you're trying to say, crossing the boundaries and stuff like that. So sometimes they are just trying to show you. Sometimes remember that ancestors, they'll use animals. I'll use the example with me, right? Sometimes they will use, if there's someone that someone whose totem is that, right? Someone whose totem is an elephant, or someone whose totem, I'm an elephant, right? Someone whose totem is the lion, or someone whose totem is a bull, or someone's totem is a buffalo. Sometimes if that person is trying to invade my space, my people will be showing me like me being in a particular place. I'm just trying to run this so that you can try and understand your dream. Me being in a particular place, just as elephant as I am, but they show me like natural as a human being like this. Then they show someone coming through the door, and then that person turning into that animal, and then me as well turning into an animal to defend my territory. They're showing me that animal face, the animal, let's say the buffalo, dealing with an elephant, or whatever it is whatever animal it is, dealing with the elephant will sense it in this particular way to deal with that. But they're not saying it is that animal. They're just showing that some boundaries can be crossed like this. That person will come in like that kind of an animal going through to you. So you will have to defend your territory like that elephant defending its territory when being invaded by that particular kind of animal. Just like in the forest, it will do like that. But then they'll be using a normal setting like houses like this, like me behaving like an elephant, defending myself with that animal in that particular house. They're just showing you, like I'm saying, sometimes the way they are not necessarily saying it is an elephant or it is that, but it is the situation. That situation is like big like that, needs to be fought like this, using animals. You know, that's how they do sometimes. They do that with me. And my dreams, when it comes to animals, there's always a big reason around it. It's either it is ancestors, they're coming to me as that, or they're just showing to me that the person coming is like that, or if it is situation now, it has to be defended in that particular way. Like if it were in the forest, the defense would be like this. Okay, I think another recent one was the let me not go too much into my personal things, because that's personal. Anyway, that is just what I'm trying. I think Mukama understand. So that's just that, guys. I think we'll talk again probably tomorrow. We'll do the truth of Goma, I think, next, because I need to relax as well. So we'll talk again, guys, and we'll see how things are as time goes on tomorrow, and see if we will be here again. So Khanyang, guys, I hope you khanyad a little bit, and you khanyisad me. I think you did khanyisa me, and I hope I khanyisad you. meaning that I shine a light through your life. This little bit of light, this little bit of light shining through to you. Anyway, so we'll talk again tomorrow or any other day. We'll talk, and I'll come back with the. We'll see what my people are saying with the ancestral club. Then we'll talk about them. So that's just that. Khanya.